Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Dan from AutoMotivationZ here to do another build and price car review. What we're going to be doing this time is something that is kind of near and dear to my heart. It's a 2023 Audi RS3. Now you guys might be saying, why is that near and dear to your heart? Well, I've owned two RS3s. It makes it a little bit more unique when you can design a car, basically, that you've owned before. So, as we'll go back, once again, you go to Audi USA, and if you guys haven't seen my RS5 video where I did a build and price on that, be sure to check that out, and I'll put that up in the description below. So you go to Models, and you go to Audi Sport Models, because that's where the RS is going to be. And this is what you get. So you get the background again with the R8, the RS6, the RS5, the TTRS, and you guys can take a look at this page. I'm not going to go through everything, obviously, because it would make this video incredibly long. But let's just suffice to say that they have all the cars here that you would want. So the RS e-tron GT, the R8 Coupe, R8 Spider, things like that. We're going to scroll down to the RS3 sedan. And we're going to start building. So when this first comes in, you'll notice this new color. It's called Kailami Green. This is a brand new color to the RS3. This is a brand new color to the RS segment. The RS5 had Sonoma Green, but this is a little bit lighter, and you'll see more of the options when we go into this. And we'll just kind of go through right quick just to kind of show you what it looks like. This is without anything selected, just Kailami Green. You can see the non-sport exhaust here. So, starting out, the RS3 is going to come with the 7-speed dual clutch transmission, DCT. That's standard with all RS3s. You can't get anything else in it. You have to get that. Base price starting at $58,900. You only have one option. You have the 2.5 liter with 401 horsepower. It's a very good option. So it's going to come standard with these 19-inch, they call them 5Y spoke design wheels. That's these right here. But we'll get into that in just a little bit. So here's the colors. You have Kailami Green, which I already showed you. You have Turbo Blue, which you all know that was my favorite from the RS5. You have Glacier White Metallic. You have Kimura Gray, which is a new color as well. You have Mythos Black. You have Python Yellow. You have Tango Red Metallic, and you have Daytona Gray Pearl. And then, of course, if you want any of the exclusive colors, on the RS3 it costs $5,900 instead of on the RS5 it was $3,900. Not sure why that is a change or why that's like that, but that's what it is. You guys will notice that there is no Nardo Gray. It was replaced by this Kimura Gray right here, which looks kind of similar, but Nardo Gray was a very fantastic color. I'm not sure why they did that. So we'll just go with yellow just because it's different. And because we want to price this out with every option in it. And then we'll go similar to what I did in the last one. I will go through everything, all the options, and then I will pick it out like I would pick it. So like I said, it comes standard with these wheels. There are the same kind of wheels, but with the Black Optic Plus package. It basically just makes the wheels black instead of black with chrome accents on it. And we'll get into all that later. The seats, this is where you really get the first customization, minus the color. So I want to do that, but to have red seats, I need to remove the Python Yellow, and I need to pick Turbo Blue, it's telling me. So if you do that, just know you have to have Turbo Blue if you want to have the red stitching. Same kind of thing with this, the black with they call it Micromata green stitching. If you do that, you have to get Kailami Green. I don't know why you have to get green for green stitching. I think it's just an entire, they have this RS design green package which is $1,500, which makes everything green. It makes the seat stitching green, the seat belt green, the LED lights green, the stitching, in certain areas green. But this is just a regular black. We'll go with the red stitching, even though the color we picked is not okay. So we'll just pick the turbo blue just because of that. Packages and options. So you have the RS Technology package. That's going to be your heads-up display with your Audi Connect. You're going to have your Navigation Plus, traffic sign recognition, and your Bang & Olufsen sound system. Now these are a little bit different than the RS5. They tend to put a little bit more things in the packages, but we'll add that just because. We're talking about the RS Design Package Green. That's what we just talked about before. We can't actually add that because of the fact that we have a different color. The Black Optic Plus package. I think this looks a lot better than having the chrome edge here. I would definitely add that. We have the Dynamic Plus package, which is going to get you ceramic front brakes. It's also going to give you a carbon engine cover, and it's going to raise the speed limiter from 155 to 180. Don't ask me why you need to go that fast, but if you ever needed to, you could. So we'll add that. Carbon package. This is going to give you carbon mirrors, the rear spoiler right here, which has a little bit of a kick up to it, which looks very nice. I've seen this in pictures. I haven't seen it in real life because I haven't seen a 23 RS3 yet, but it looks very nice. This is kind of similar to what I had in mind, and I'll flash a picture up here right now to show you what mine looked like. And there we go. So we'll add that. Audi Adaptive Cruise. You guys know that I love my Adaptive Cruise. This is already added due to the technology package, so we don't need to worry about that. The RS Sport exhaust system with black tips for $1,000. That's already included in what we got. This was kind of surprising. So the Pirelli P0 Trofeo R tires. These are like motorsport tires, and they're not designed for anything other than warm, dry conditions. They don't work very well in the rain. They don't work very well under 50 degrees in wet, icy, snowy conditions. They're bad too. So really only a track day tire. You can get them if you want. You can get them installed obviously for $450 on the car. I do believe that they have quite a shortage of the of this package, and I don't think it's actually available right now. I could be wrong on that, but that was what I heard the last time. Park Assist is included in our packages. Audi Active Lane Assist also included in our packages. So price as built, $72,745, and that's pretty much with every option. Add $1,500 to that, and that would be the most that you could pay. So we're looking at probably $74,000 for a fully loaded, with every single option, RS3. It seems like a lot, but we'll go through the options here and just kind of show you. MSRP $58,900. That's pretty similar to what the 2020 was, that body style. So we chose Turbo Blue, $0. That's a free one. That and Kailami Green are free. Seat cover, we wanted the red stitching, so we had to choose one of the different colors. We couldn't choose that one that we had chosen before. RS Sport exhaust system for $1,000. That gets you the black tips. That gets you the better sounding exhaust. It's in a package of its own now, whereas before that was in the dynamic package. RS Technology package for $2,750. That's going to get you your navigation and all that other stuff. Heads-up display. Black Optic Plus. That's $750. That's going to get you the blacked out wheels, which I think is well worth it. Dynamic Plus for $5,500. That gets you basically carbon ceramic brakes and a couple of other things. And then the carbon package for $2,750. That gets you basically the spoiler, the mirror caps, and then the front splitter as well. For all the equipment we have, $12,750. Destination charge of $1,095. Price as built for $72,745. Now this seems like kind of high. Basically, you could get an RS5 for this price. Kind of stripped down RS5, but you could do it. and you could have maybe the options that you need, not every option, obviously. So I think this price is a little high, but you know, they're competing with the AMG A45. They're competing with the BMW M3 on a certain level, and trying to be price competitive there. Here's the technical data overview. 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. That's actually faster than the RS5 by 0.2 seconds. We don't need to go over the displacement because that doesn't really matter. Quattro. The S-Tronic transmission. This is the DCT transmission. They call it the S-Tronic. You guys, once again, premium fuel. Do 93 octane if you can. If you can't, 91. But always, always try to do the best that you can. Torque, 369 pound-feet of torque. Horsepower, 401 horsepower. So it's up, 7 horsepower from the previous one. And torque is up probably about 14. It's a bump. I mean, it's something that it's a little bit better than the previous model, but I was hoping that this would have like 420, 425, somewhere in that area. But they didn't do anything to the RS5, and I don't think they can really eclipse the RS5 with the RS3. So I think that's the reason why this kind of stays down there a little bit. And then, of course, the max speed, like I said, 155, just normal package. If you get that carbon package with the ceramic brakes, you can get that removed to 180 miles an hour. Now, if you're going 155 or 180, I don't know why you're going that fast unless you're on a track. That's the only way that I would need to go that fast ever. Going to the technical specs, we have a 5-cylinder. So this is, I think, the only car that has a 5-cylinder engine. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure this is the only 5-cylinder left. We already talked max output. We already talked max torque. We have an aluminum engine block and cylinder heads, dual overhead cam, 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. Single turbo, not twin turbo like the RS5. Transmission is the 7-speed, the DCT, like we had talked about. Obviously, with all Audis, you're going to get Quattro all-wheel drive. There was a time when Audi kind of went away from that, and you could get cars without all-wheel drive. I'm sure they still do that in some of the lower models, but in an RS model, you're going to get all-wheel drive. The steering, it talks about the RS tuned, blah, blah, blah. Power assist. It's basically to make the steering really easy to use. It's not going to be like, in the old school days where you didn't have power steering and you basically got an arm workout turning the wheel. Now, actually, this is very surprising that the turning diameter curb to curb is actually higher in the RS3 than it is in the RS5. By 2 feet, which is very surprising to me. I always thought my RS3 had very good turning radius and my RS5 didn't, and I'm wrong. That's very surprising to me. The suspension, you're going to have your RS Sport suspension. Dynamic ride control, they call it dynamic chassis control in this, just to be different. You can do torque split 100% all the way in the rear in this model only, not in the RS5. And what that basically means is you basically have a rear-wheel drive car that you can do burnouts with and do fun drifting stuff and stuff like that. I think this is going to be a game changer for all the people that track their cars and do track day stuff like that. If you don't want the all-wheel drive and you want the ability to kind of slide the rear end out a little bit, that really gives you the ability to do that. Brakes. They went away from the 8-piston brakes, which is fantastic because they were impossible to get rims for. I searched for a while to get wheels that actually fit that car, and even then had to take the wheel weights and put them in the back part of the rim so they would actually fit. The brakes are 14.8 inch up front, 12.2 in the rear. I actually think this is just a tiny, tiny bit bigger than the RS5. I think the RS5 is 14.7. I might be wrong on that, but we'll throw it up there if I'm right or wrong. And then you have an electronic parking brake. That's pretty much standard on all the RS cars now. This is a 5-seater, but if you have 5 people in an RS3, they better be small because you're not going to fit very much in there. I had an RS3. I had 2 of them, and you could fit 3 people comfortably in there, and that's if the 2 people sitting front passenger and rear passenger are pretty small. I wouldn't recommend fitting 4 adults in it. It is tough and it's crammed, and that was the reason why I got rid of my RS3 and got my X3M competition, because of the fact that, you know, I wanted some space. The RS5 still offers space, but in the form of a sportback, and really gets, you know, a lot of space in there, which is what I wanted. EPA estimates for gas mileage: 20 city, 29 highway. This is pretty accurate. I think I got, the best I ever got was 31.5, and that's straight highway driving. And I think my combined was somewhere around 25. So, I mean, that's pretty accurate. And then fuel is a 14.5 gallon gas tank. It's about 0.8 gallons less, I think, than the RS5. And of course, they recommend premium fuel, which shouldn't be something that you don't expect on a car like this. All right, now to build mine the way I would build it. We're going to save the turbo blue. We'll keep that on there. We'll keep the rim choice because that's good. We'll keep the stitching the way that it is because I do like the red stitching. And here's another view of what the cockpit looks like with that. You will notice this weird shifter here. It looks like a tiny little, I don't know, a tiny little bridge. Not sure why they did that, but they probably wanted to get a little bit of space for the cup holders over here, and then to have like a little, you know, place to store your stuff here. My RS3 did not have very much space. I did have a little cubby in here, but it wasn't very big, and the seat, not the seat, but the door pockets are not very big. You know, big enough to probably fit a couple of Twinkies in. Not very big. And there's not much space in an RS3. But I still really like the car. So I would still keep the RS technology package just because I like my navigation, like I said before. Even though the stock navigation is not great, it's good enough. And plus that gets you the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which if you want good sound, you want to get that. RS design package green, no, I don't want a green car, and I don't want green stitching inside a green car. I think that's ridiculous. I don't know why they did this, or why you can only get this if it's Kyalami green. I don't understand that. Watch, if I try and add this, oh, it doesn't have to be Kyalami green. Daytona gray or glacier white, and I can add that. But we're not going to do that. Black Optic Plus package, definitely. You have to get these rims blacked out. When they have the I don't even know what they call it, the whatever design, it looks stupid. It's like that. This is what it looks like right here if you don't have it, and it looks stupid. I don't know why they did that. So definitely I would have that. Dynamic Plus, remove, garbage. I don't want ceramic front brakes. I don't need them. I don't know why anyone would, unless you're going to track the car. Then it's understandable. I don't need a carbon engine cover. I'm never going to go 180 miles an hour. And, you know, you still get steel rear brakes with it too. It's just front brakes. So I don't understand why they do that, but I kind of do, but I kind of don't. The carbon package, nope, I wouldn't do it. You can get a carbon rear wing for a lot less than $2,750. I know it says the carbon side sill inlays. This is for like the rocker panels, and then the carbon mirror housings. I mean, who cares? I don't. Adaptive cruise comes with it. Sport exhaust comes with it. I wouldn't get the Trofeo R tires because I actually like to drive it all year round. And if you get winter wheels and tires for this car, it's fantastic. It works really well. I don't know why you wouldn't. Park assist already comes with it with what we've chosen. Audi Active Lane Assist comes with it with what we've chosen. So we are at $64,495 with the way that I would take this car. And we'll just kind of go through what it would look like. So we got turbo blue with the red stitching. We got a RS wheel, not a flat bottom wheel, which is something that a lot of car companies are starting to do. They're getting rid of the flat bottom wheel. It was a stupid thing. I don't know why that was such a huge fad, but it was dumb, and I'm glad it's gone. I'm also glad that they didn't put the Alcantara on this, because I hate Alcantara. It's nice when it's clean, but it is impossible to keep that way. Not very easy. Now you will notice there's a lot of gloss black in here. That's going to get a lot of fingerprints everywhere. I wish they would have done something with the carbon or the fake carbon like they have right here. I am glad to see though that it has normal vents. My RS3 had the weird circle vents. You couldn't fit anything in it. You couldn't fit a a little hangy deal in there. You couldn't fit anything in it. It was impossible. The little vent clips that have the scents in them, couldn't do it. So I'm glad that they changed that. You look at the front, what they've done with this front bumper, I think looks really good. You have this big wide front grille, black badges, which I didn't see as an option. I think it just comes with black badges now. And black badges in the back. They do have this real big fake vent cover, which I'm not a huge fan of, but at least it looks somewhat tasteful. Side view looks pretty good, especially with the blacked out windows. I mean, this car should just come like that. I don't know why that has to be in any kind of package. And then you have a full black roof, which is fantastic. I know that's something that if you ever watch Joe Rady on Rady's Rides, he always gives car companies hell for not blacking out the entire roof. You have the big sunroof on this, and that's something that just makes it look a lot better. I'm glad that they did that. And then the new headlight design has the little cross hatches here, and that's something that is very, very, very nice. It looks nice. This also pops up, and it'll say RS3 on this right here, and it looks very cool. It kind of shoots across like the old ones did, but looks very nice. LED headlight looks very good. So these are the options that I picked. Short and sweet. We got the turbo blue, which is free. We got the red seat stitching, which is free. Sport exhaust, RS technology package, black optic plus package, 4,500 in equipment. Destination charge doesn't change. Price is built $64,495. Now I know that dealers right now are in very, very, very short supply of these, and that's how it was when I went to go buy mine. It was the same exact way. I got put on a waiting list, and I got lucky enough that my allocation came in. It was something that I ordered. I pre-ordered it, or not pre-order it. I ordered it from Germany, and it came in. I think it came like 3 or 4 months early too. So I ended up having to try and get out of my lease of my STI at that time. So I'm glad that it came through, obviously, but it is what it is. So be prepared when you order this. If you special order it, it could come early. That's always a possibility. I know that now with all of the changes in the world from COVID, that sometimes isn't a possibility, but you never know. So guys, with that being said, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the subscriptions. I appreciate all of the likes, the dislikes. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you like what you see. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can get better content for you guys, and it'll just really help with getting things out to people, especially if you are liking the videos. That definitely helps get my videos out to everyone who needs to be there. So with that being said, thank you guys, and see you on the next one.